Emily was 17 when she got on the Silver Star Express, a luxury train that traveled across Europe. Her parents had won the tickets in a contest, and they gave them to her as a graduation gift. Emily had never been on a train like this before. It had velvet seats, crystal glasses, and even a dining car where chefs made fancy meals. She sat by the window watching the green fields roll by. She was excited, nervous, and a little lonely. She didn't know anyone on the train, but she hoped she'd meet someone fun to talk to. That's when he walked in. His name was Luca. He was tall, with dark hair and eyes that smiled even when his mouth didn't. He wore a nice jacket and smelled like expensive cologne. He sat across from her and smiled. "Hi," he said. "Mind if I sit here? The other cars are full." Emily nodded. "Sure." They started talking. At first it was just about the weather and how amazing the train was. But then they talked about books, movies, and their dreams. Luca said he loved traveling and learning new things. Emily told him she wanted to be a writer one day. Time flew. By the time they reached the next stop, they were laughing like old friends. Over the next few days, they spent more time together. They shared breakfast in the dining car, watched sunsets from the observation deck, and played cards late into the night. Emily felt something she had never felt before, like she had found someone who really understood her. One night, as the train rolled through the Swiss Alps, they kissed under the stars. It was magical, but too short. When the trip ended, they promised to stay in touch. Luca gave Emily his phone number and told her to call him soon. Emily gave him her heart, but when she called, there was no answer. She texted. No reply. She tried again and again, but it was like he vanished. Emily was heartbroken. She thought maybe he had changed his mind, or maybe it was all just a fling for him. She cried for weeks, trying to forget him. Then, a few weeks later, she started feeling sick, tired all the time, nausea in the morning. Her period was late. She took a test, positive. Emily was pregnant. At 17, she couldn't believe it. She told her parents, who were shocked but supportive. They helped her make plans. She would finish school, keep the baby, and try to build a life around this new reality. Months passed. One day, while shopping for baby clothes, she saw a poster on the side of a magazine stand. It was Luca, but not just Luca. The headline read, "Prince Luca of Italy spotted traveling alone, still single." Emily froze. Luca was a prince. She bought the magazine and flipped through it. There were pictures of him at royal events, charity balls, and interviews. His full name was Prince Luca de Monteverdi, heir to the Italian throne. He hadn't just disappeared. He had gone back to his real life, a life of royalty and secrets. Emily's hands shook. She had fallen in love with a stranger, and now she was carrying his child. She didn't know what to do. Should she tell him? Would he even believe her? Would he care? After thinking about it for days, she decided to write him a letter. "Dear Luca, I don't know if you remember me. We met on the Silver Star Express. You might think this is crazy, but I'm writing because I'm pregnant. It's yours. I know we only had a short time together, but I wanted you to know. I'm not asking for anything. I just thought you should know the truth. Take care, Emily." She sent the letter, not expecting a reply. But 2 weeks later, there was a knock on her door. There he stood. Luca looked older, more serious. He wore simple clothes now, not the fancy suits from the magazines. His eyes were full of worry and hope. "I got your letter," he said softly. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" "I didn't know who you were," Emily replied. "And I didn't want to bother you. I thought you had moved on." He stepped closer. "Emily, I never stopped thinking about you. When I left the train, I had no phone. My father had taken it away. I was being prepared for royal duties. I couldn't contact anyone." She looked into his eyes and saw the same kindness that had first drawn her to him. "I have a lot to explain," he said. "But first, can I meet my child?" Emily nodded. 9 months later, a small crowd gathered outside a quiet hospital in London. Inside, Emily held a tiny baby girl in her arms. Luca stood beside her, tears in his eyes. "She's perfect," he whispered. Emily smiled. Her name is Leela. Luca gently touched the baby's hand. Leela de Monteverdi, he said. Princess of Italy. Emily laughed softly. She's going to have quite the story to hear one day. Luca looked at her. Maybe she'll fall in love on a train too. Emily shook her head. Only if she checks who the guy is before falling for him. They both laughed, and for the first time in a long time, Emily felt at peace. A year later, Luca proposed. Not in a palace or a grand ceremony, but on the same luxury train where they met. As the train rolled through the mountains, he got down on one knee and said, "Emily, will you marry me?" She said yes, and as the sun set over the hills, the train carried them into a new chapter of their lives, together. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye.